Everyone, it's Naisha. I want to say happy holidays, okay? So you probably click this video because you are a parent and the holidays are coming up, meaning you have over a week with your children, your child, and you're like, what the hell am I going to do? Okay, so us specifically, our daughter is out for 18 days. So she has a break, and I'm including weekends. And we're like, okay, we don't want her to be on a tablet all the time. We all know my daughter loves the tablet. If you've been watching our videos for a while, she loves her tablet. Fine. But what can we do? We want to create a safe space, a fun space. We also want to make sure we keep our sanity, and we want to make sure she's engaged as well. So as I was thinking and looking at my notes, I'm like, what exactly can we do? So everything creates a plan. Just like I'm planning this YouTube video, just like you plan to go to work, we need to plan to keep these children engaged for the holiday season. So as I think about it, I'm like, okay, let's get creative. We're literally going to have to pull out a calendar. Your calendar will have step-by-step, daily and hourly, probably even minute activities going on, because we already know the children can divert. They can take their time and what they would like to set up. And if those minutes are not set up in place, it's okay. You can move on to the next activity. So the first thing I thought of was, if you're celebrating Christmas and you have new toys coming into the house, it's time to declutter. Okay? Declutter the toys. Some of them, I'm very confident, are trash. My daughter gets a lot of small toys, bits and pieces. She loses some. And my cousin and I, we were joking. We were like, technically we're throwing away our money when we throw away these toys. But to me, being honest, what's the point of keeping the toys if they're all broken in pieces or pieces are missing? Now, if you want to get creative, you can add this to the list as well. Maybe you can make a collage. You can glue some things, or maybe you can put some toys together to bring some more creativity to that specific toy. Overall, declutter the toys. Make it a fun project. Put on some music. Let's also say we're going to donate some toys to the Goodwill or your local charity shop or your local charity organization. Sorry. And think about it like this. Maybe you can donate some toys to your local Goodwill or your local charity organization, and think about it like this. You are helping your child declutter. You're also helping them understand that some children don't have toys and they can help out. So with Abigail, we've already decluttered. She has like a princess tent and she had a bunch of random toys in there. I said, okay, let's declutter your tent. But her toy chest, it is an extra step. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna think about how we're gonna get rid of these things, and we make it fun. It may not be done all in one day or one specific hour, but at least you're putting in that effort, because more toys are coming in the house if you do celebrate the holidays, or you're just shopping. You never know. It doesn't even have to be a holiday task. It's a week off. We may go shopping. You may get a couple of extra toys, trinkets, coloring material. Let's take out what you already have. And like I said, make it fun. So that definitely can be something on the list. Something else I'd love to share is, what are we cooking? What are we cooking as a family? What are we cooking as as individuals? Are we making it easy or a little bit more complex? Now remember, I said we have about 18 days. For us, Abigail is not going to be home for all 18 days. We're actually flying her to New York, so Sam and myself can have some time alone, aka we're going to clean up, aka we're going to sleep in our bed without a 6-year-old kicking us in our back. I'm just keeping it real, because that's what happens in my house. Yes, so that's what happens in our house. Abigail sleeps in our bed. There are things that pile up, and I'm speaking of laundry, being very honest. Parents, if you have a pile of laundry that has not been put away, trust me, you are not alone. So that's what we plan on doing when Abigail is not here. We may go on a spa date as well, but you need to plan, okay? So if you have the ability to take your child to a local family member's house, just ask them. This may be that time where you have a moment to ask. For me, I have to be vulnerable and asking for help, and I am in my year 6, almost 7 years of parenthood, but I still have trouble asking. This is the holidays. If there's a family member who don't have children, or maybe they do, let's see if we could swap. One day they'll have the children, another day you'll have the children, but just give one another that time to breathe without a child 24 hours, okay? So it may take some time, but asking for help will help you. Another tip I'd love to share is planning out that holiday survival kit. We actually go to toy drives and standing in line for the toy drives, or being in the facility. We don't always stand in line, thankfully, because my child will probably have her legs will get tired, as she says. We have a holiday survival kit. I'm talking crayons. We have snacks. The snacks are necessities. I have multiple bottles of water. I also may have a box juice. I have, if possible, we may stop to get some food before, or we'll have some food before we leave. Now, this is applying to you if you're going to go see Santa, if you're going to go see some Christmas lights, have the survival kit on deck. This is for parents who know the kid is going to want something every other 30 minutes or possibly every hour, if you're lucky, okay? So if you have those things set up, it will avoid anything. I never consider myself as a type A person, but I saw something on Instagram, and it was like some people, the type A people and the type B people. Me, I'm like, I need Abigail's water. I need her iPad charge. I need her headphones because I don't want to listen to everything all the time. I need her coloring book. I need her snacks. I need the charger for the iPad because I don't want to share my charger. And technically, I also travel with my computer. So I am always prepared. Now, my wife, she's like, we'll be fine. Okay. It's okay if you are either one of us or like either one of us. Just have your mind mentally prepared that it's the holiday season and you are with the children. You're out of the house and you need something as a backup plan. All right. Now, I'm also curious, what are you cooking at home? Make things easy for you. I'm not sure if the children are helping you or if you're setting up all the meals, but make it easy. Like literally, are you cooking like big sheet pan meals? I haven't done it yet, but there are people who cook literally everything on one sheet pan. That avoids a lot of dishes. Okay, it also avoids using up a lot of pots and pans, and everything goes in the oven. So you can pop it in the oven and go. Are the children making their own pizza? It's also very easy, and we love making tacos in our house. Just lay all the all the ingredients out, the guac, the salsa, the cheese, whatever you use, and put everything out so everyone can use their own materials or ingredients to build their own meal. You should not be at the stove serving every single person. So really think like, how can I make this easy? And truthfully, if you have to plan ahead and get some pizza the night before the holiday, do it. Do not stress. It doesn't have to be a traditional holiday dinner. What's traditional is your sanity. Keep it, okay? And I'm still speaking to myself. We actually haven't planned our holiday dinner yet. Well, we did say we are going to stay in the house. We're going to have some adult beverages, and we're going to watch all the movies we want. We've done this. We did this, I think, like 2 Thanksgivings ago. It was so blissful. Sam had the TV downstairs. I had the TV upstairs, and Abigail's watching her holiday movies on her tablet. Now, I want to get to the tablet because Abigail loves her tablet, but we do have to break up that screen time. So this is where the coloring or baking together makes a difference. Have you popped out those board games? When you need those board games, they come in handy. We've been playing Trouble. If you watch a couple of our Instagram lives, Abigail has been killing it in the game of Trouble. I love it because she gives me teaching moments. She shows her leadership skills, and it just really takes away that moment of me being the lead. So if you have to add in those board games, please do, okay? Now I want to ask you, are you connecting with family members? Think about this. Set up a Zoom family call and let the kids talk, okay? Let the grandparents talk if you live further away. We live in Georgia. Her grandparents, 2 of them live in New York. Another one lives in Connecticut. Her godmother lives in New York as well. Set up that Zoom call. Remember when we were on lockdown? I'm not going to say the C word because we're not going there. But remember when we were on lockdown, we had to set up Zoom calls. That's how everyone connected. If you are home with the kids, take the opportunity to utilize that Zoom account that you probably paid for already and set up that family call. This way, it'll give the children another opportunity to connect with the family members, and you can do your own thing on the side. And now, are we taking advantage of libraries? Check out your local library. You never know, they may have a schedule set up specifically for the holiday season. It'll give you an opportunity to get out the house. That means less mess. It'll also give the children the opportunity to step away from the electronic devices. I had to learn this myself. Like, use the library. It is literally a free resource in the community. And maybe you can even go to a new library. If you do go to libraries consistently, drive an extra 20 minutes. That is a lot, right? Drive a little bit extra and check out a library that you haven't been to just yet, because you want to just, explore outside the house. You want the children to go back to school sharing that they did something different. Now, I know that was a lot. You may not even have it in your schedule. Some people may not even be off of break, or you still have to go into the office. What I want you to think about is like, okay, I'm not going to give myself too much on my plate. I don't want to worry about so much. So if you really just need a break, you can ask your child, is it okay if I just take some time? And again, I know everyone may not have that liberty to do that. Some children require additional assistance. If your child requires additional assistance, great. Let's make this work together. Do you need some time? I need some time as well. So ask someone else to come in and help. And I just want to thank everyone. May not have the help as I keep bringing up, but just really, if you create that schedule, it'll help you create the bond that you need for yourself and with your child. And that's because we don't want us to get too comfortable with the madness at home. When holiday season comes about, or it's gift giving, it's house hopping, it's watching TV, but you also need your moment alone. So please take that moment alone, okay? Something else I want to emphasize is planning daily quiet time. Whew, love it. This goes pretty much to my point, like talking to your children, like, hey, this is what mommy really needs. This is what parent really needs. Whatever pronoun, whatever you go by in your house. We actually go by Umi and Uma. Not sure if I ever shared that with you guys. But put in that daily quiet time. It will bring the bliss that you need with the children, okay? Even if it's 10 to 30 minutes, if you get an hour, cheers to you. That is wonderful. What I will also suggest is hitting up YouTube and doing some family workouts together. Put it in your fun pajamas. It does not have to be matching because we're not spending no money if the matching pajamas were outgrown from last year. Perfectly fine, okay? Go on YouTube, do a family yoga session together. Ask the kids how they felt about it. And really understand that you don't have to go above and beyond. In our lives, we keep things simple, but we still want to have fun. When I'm planning for Abigail, I want to do some more board games. We're going to start working on her 100 days of school, her assignment. If your children are younger, I'm not sure if they do this in high school anymore. They didn't do it when I was in high school. But 100 days of school is coming up in midweek of January. And getting started on those assignments now will really make a difference because the children will be occupied and you don't have to rush when that 100 days of school comes up. So like day 99, you don't have to worry about it for the next day. So with Abigail, we're actually going to do, and it was Sam's idea, we're going to do the 100 words she learned throughout the school year. And some of those words are in school, some of those words are at home. And what we're going to do, we're going to do 10 words for 10 days. And the 100 day of school is January 17th or 19th, one of those days. So we have time. So she'll be at home with us for at least maybe 7 to 9 days. And then the other days she'll be in New York. But when she's also in New York, we're going to tell her grandparents and her godmother that she needs to do those words as well. So to make it easy for everyone, 10 words for the next 10 days. If she can only do 5 words, fine. But we know that actually needs to get done. Speaking of that, Abigail has an activity book. Every day she comes home for school, I would say like 90% of the time we get the activity book done. Abigail loves math, so I had to create a pattern with her. She was getting a little frustrated, which is totally normal, doing her writing assignments. It's literally like we got these from the dollar store, activity workbooks. She gets it done. That shows me, it makes me feel good as a parent that I'm keeping her engaged and involved with schoolwork, but she can also do her free time as well. So during this time, hit up the dollar store. See if you can get those activity workbooks so the children can have something to do even though they're not in school. And I say this because Abigail does not get homework. Now during the holidays, she may, she may get a packet that she could work on, but then her teachers will share suggested activities. So I just say that, like I said, she doesn't have homework, but if your children does have homework, you can put that in the schedule. Like, hey, do your homework early so you can play later on. And last, don't forget about the park. I'm not sure where you are. We are in Georgia. It's literally about 67 degrees. Today is December 19th. And I'm down. I'm here for it. Born and raised in New Yorker, it was cold. So based on where you are, let's figure out where you're going. If you bundle up, you can still get through with it in New York. But in Georgia, we have parks. Let's take advantage of them. We can also walk around our housing complex. We can take a nature walk with the children and make it a competition. You find 20 nature items, I find 20. Let's see who gets to it first. Make it fun. And then after that, go inside, and this is where you can have your moment of who's cooking what. Let's see what the kids are doing. And then it could be rest time. So really figuring out that schedule. Just like we go through a daily schedule at work, or we go through a weekly schedule with the activities within school, outside of school, creating that schedule for that week that your children are out of school will really help you stay sane, stay calm. And also, I forgot to emphasize, make sure you take more time for yourself, okay? Don't outpour everything, because if you don't have the energy for yourself, you're going to feel burned out. I previously shared on a different video, there was a time where we had a lot of family overs for the holidays, and I loved it. It was so much fun because we don't normally have that. However, I was so used to giving that time, finding things in the house, serving food. I was literally tired, okay? And my body was starting to feel weak. I said, okay, this is a moment where I need to take a break. So I took a break in my room. I just went upstairs, closed the door, and watched a movie. I don't normally watch TV, so it felt really good. So do something that you don't normally do. All right, so I am going to end here. I'm truly wishing you a happy holidays. I'm sending love to your way. If you are watching this right now, please give yourself grace. If you haven't gotten all the gifts that you want to give, if you haven't made that call that you need to make, it's okay, all right? Tomorrow's a new day, and you got this, all right? Talk to you soon. Peace.